Hello and welcome to your Newsmax Now update. I'm John Bachman. It's day 10 of that partial government shutdown, and we are just 1 week away from the date when the Treasury Department says the country will run out of the money to pay its bills. But lawmakers are meeting today with the president as both sides may finally be ready to cut a deal to end the government shutdown and raise the nation's borrowing limit. That deal would buy time to negotiate a larger deficit reduction bill. Sound familiar? We've heard this before. Now, a delegation of GOP House members will then head over to the White House to talk with President Obama about all of this today. Meanwhile, President Obama has indicated that he would welcome a temporary solution for the debt ceiling problem, but he says negotiations for a longer deal can happen only after Congress agrees to fund the government. Meanwhile, lawmakers are searching for common ground. Treasury Secretary Jack Lew warned a Senate panel today that the economy faces irrevocable damage if the borrowing limit is not raised.
I must say there's a parlor sport in Washington of when is the last minute. You can't do that with the debt limit. With the debt limit, if you look for the last minute and you make a mistake, you've done serious damage to the U.S. economy, to the world economy.
There are still some conservatives who say they want changes to Obamacare before they agree to reopen the government. House Republicans have been passing a series of bills to open parts of the government the last week. Senate Democrats want just one bill to open all of it, so we'll see what happens there. And while many FDA food inspectors are on furlough because of the shutdown, out west, hundreds of people have fallen ill after eating chicken contaminated with salmonella. Officials say the cause of the problem is raw chicken packaged by Foster Farms in California. At least 18 states have reported cases throughout, although most are in California. Despite that, Foster Farms is refusing to recall the chicken, so most of their product is still on store shelves. The company says it has already taken corrective action, but the FDA says they cannot confirm if the product has been fixed, so this will be continued. And Libya's prime minister is back at work after he was abducted earlier today. A crowd of people quickly ushered Ali Zidane into his office shortly after he was freed. Gunmen allegedly kidnapped the prime minister Thursday from a hotel in Tripoli. Reports have suggested that the capture was in retaliation for Saturday's U.S. raid in Libya that captured former al-Qaeda member Abu Anas al-Libi. The prime minister, speaking from the Libyan parliament today, appealed to his nation for calm in the wake of his kidnapping. And in Japan, more serious safety problems for the Fukushima nuclear plant. In this latest accident, 6 workers were covered with highly radioactive water. Officials say the workers were mistakenly removing a pipe that the facility uses to treat contaminated water. The 6 workers are now being tested for other health issues. This is the second accident that has resulted from human error at the facility this week, and it's the same location, of course, that was badly damaged during the earthquake and tsunami in Japan in 2011. Coming up next in your Newsmax Now update, we have an exclusive interview with Senator John McCain about Egypt, plus a roller coaster gets stuck at a Florida theme park.
Attention seniors and baby boomers. A new website has been created just for you. SocialSecurity311.com. At SocialSecurity311.com, we reveal a weird trick that could help you add $152,000 to your Social Security payouts. For example, did you know how you file for Social Security can dramatically change the amount of money you collect? One simple step could add up to $1,000 to your monthly payouts. And other loopholes we found reveal 33 ways for big savings on your health care. At SocialSecurity311.com, you will also discover how you could save up to 50% on your groceries, along with 49 other ways to save as much as $50,000 starting today. Newsmax says this website is a critical resource for anyone over the age of 50. So go to SocialSecurity311.com now to find out how you could add extra money to your Social Security checks. That's SocialSecurity311.com. SocialSecurity311.com.
In 2013, half of your friends, family, and neighbors may lose their jobs, all while you are robbed of 90% of your life savings, investments, and home's value. Controversial economist Robert Wiedemer, who was the only expert to predict the recession, has released a startling video with shocking evidence that the powers that be have tried to ban. But that hasn't stopped 50 million people from getting the truth. Watch it at aftbook.com. That's aftbook.com.
What is Lignet? Lignet is knowledge. Lignet is power. Lignet is global. Top-level officials, U.S. intelligence officers, national security advisors, foreign operatives, all reporting directly to you. What is Lignet? Lignet is confidential. Lignet is sensitive. Lignet is security. What is Lignet? They're the ones taking the world's pulse. If you're not in the know, you're not on Lignet.com. You've been briefed.
Hi, this is Mike Reagan. Folks ask me, what would Ronald Reagan do if he were with us today? I believe the first thing he'd do is stop Obamacare. Already it's in effect with higher taxes, hidden fees, skyrocketing insurance rates, big Medicare cuts, and some insurance plans are hit with a 40% tax. Protect yourself by getting the Obamacare Survival Guide. It's already a #1 New York Times bestseller. Newsmax says it's the best guide to the new law, giving you the strategies, tips, and loopholes you need to know. If you're insured on Medicare, a business owner, a medical professional, just about anyone, you need this book.
Get the #1 bestseller, The Obamacare Survival Guide, at bookstores everywhere. Or get our special $4.95 offer and save $15 off the cover price by going now to Obamacare311.com. Obamacare311.com. That's Obamacare311.com.
About a dozen thrill seekers got a little more than they bargained for last night in Orlando. The roller coaster they were riding at Universal Studios got stuck in an almost vertical position for about 2 hours. Once firefighters arrived, they were able to get that ride into a horizontal position and get everybody off and get them back onto solid ground. Workers are still trying to figure out what exactly caused the ride to seize up in the first place. And during a Newsmax exclusive, we talked with Senator John McCain about that big announcement from the White House yesterday on Egypt. The U.S. is rolling back some of the military aid it gives that country each year. McCain says it's the right move, but it's coming way too late. And McCain says we need to be focusing more attention on Egypt as violence and unrest there continue and could lead to another conflict like the one we're seeing play out in Syria.
If the unrest continues, look, you're going to have an insurgency in Egypt because 30% of the people support the Muslim Brotherhood.
This has been your Newsmax Now update. I'm John Bachman. Take care.